guys, sorry about that. I started the live and realized I didn't have my glasses, which means I can't see shit. Alright, so let's see what's going on. I'm gonna get a initial collective energy before we start Love Money Tarot. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the collective. Okay, thank you. I do feel like you are kind of going through a bit of a rebirth here. Okay, you're mirroring something that's manifesting you. This reminds me a lot of the water signs reading that I did for the YouTube channel for tomorrow. So there is this mirroring energy going on. I think that you are experiencing something in this sort of spiritual realm for the very first time. And you might not even realize that you wished for this, but I think you did, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on here for Love Money Tarot. Okay, love, thank you, Spirit. Money, thank you. And tarot, thank you. Underlying, new supportive connections. So I do feel, and we've got kindred right underneath. So some of you could be bringing a lot of new connections into your life. You could be having new friendships, new jobs, new lovers, okay? A lot to be grateful for. In terms of love, like you may not even be like showing people that you're looking for love. You may be hiding parts of yourself. You may be a little embarrassed about, like, oh, I'm good, right? Like, it's friends with benefits, whatever. Like, you know, you don't want to really talk about your true desires for love. But there is a new beginning, and I feel like it's going to strip some of that away. So let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, this mask, Nine of Pentacles. So some of you over the next 2 weeks are going to be really going through a very intense growth phase. That could be what strips this away. Feeling very alone, okay? Yeah, Tower energy. Feeling like you're hit rock bottom in some ways, just depleted, nervous, feeling like you're going a little bit crazy, okay? But I think this is what's preparing you for this new beginning, okay? The new beginning, for some of you, I'm getting, this is for someone here. You might not get your cycle, and you might be like, oh my gosh, am I pregnant? And you are, okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Wands. This could be something that leads you down a completely different path, where it is going to lead you to a very strong relationship, but it's absolutely different from what you expected, from what you thought you were going to do. Like maybe you were going to go to school, or you were going to move into one apartment and you move into a different one, or you end up having to get a job instead. There's something shifting dramatically that is going to lead you to the right path. And when you get there, it's peaceful and it's beautiful and it's blissful, and all of a sudden everything ties together. Everything lines up. They're reminding me when I first moved to Seattle, well, not the first time, but the second time, the gal that I had rented a house from was kind of crazy. And so my dog, Oscar, that has since passed away, peed on the floor. And she ended the lease. And so all of a sudden I was homeless. But I got a rental. It only lasted 8 months. And then I got another rental, and everything perfectly lined up for me to buy the house that I bought. So sometimes the craziest shit leads us to exactly where we're meant to be, okay? Yeah, Three of Cups. This could be bringing you to this new friendship that either becomes love or it gives you the resilience to open yourself back up to love. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Because I do feel like this is an up-leveling. Like you've been in a lot of misery. And misery loves company. So maybe you've been around with like other people that are like, screw dating, screw love, everything sucks. And this is going to raise your vibration. This is going to bring you into a much healthier state of being. Okay? And then you're open to love, Queen of Cups. And you're open to all of the things, the abundance, everything that comes from having that open heart. Okay? And this is going to take a bit of a leap of faith for you. And you are going to have to start somewhere. Some of you are going to start just dating. And then you're going to have a little bit of a choice. But they are reminding you that some of these things are not like the others, okay? And it's important to remember that. Okay? It's time to learn how to balance the parts of yourself that you have struggled to let the world see and be loved, and how you interact with that sort of emotion, okay? Anything else here in love, Spirit? Okay. Nine of Cups. You're so worth loving. You have so much to offer. And you feel so taken advantage of so much of the time. Okay? This is why you detach yourself. This is why you put up your guards. This is why you hide your emotions. Like, I'm getting emotional just feeling your energy. Like you feel like you get stabbed in the back a lot. You feel like a lot of people just take advantage of your kindness. Okay? But again, Queen of Cups now twice. Whatever you're healing and nurturing within yourself, the taking care of yourself, maybe you're just added adaptogens into your diet, or you're suddenly drinking like mushroom coffee or something. There are things that you're doing to take care of yourself that are going to add up in the long run for giving you a healthier mindset. Okay? The Empress coming in reverse, crossed by the Five of Pentacles. This is where you learned that you are not lovable. For some of you, this could have been from a mother figure, okay? But you were taught that your emotionality was not healthy, and you learned to start hiding yourself, okay? You were taught not to be a part of a community. You were taught to keep all of your gifts hidden, and so you have. And that has been the greatest struggle for you. Like, I'm getting chills here, okay? Now, Ace of Cups in reverse. You are afraid of the ultimate love because you're afraid of being hurt. Okay? Now, Four of Cups. You don't believe necessarily that you're ever going to find a pure love. Like, all of the loves that you've had have had some sort of toxicity and you've been burned, okay? But you're about to wake the sleeping giant. And whether you know it or not, it is brand new. It is different. It is pretty amazing. And it does change because you've changed, okay? Yeah. Four Wands, Four Pentacles. You guys, it doesn't get any more stable and more loving than that. This is where you're heading because of the work that you're doing on yourself right now. Because of the healing that you are taking on right now. this is where you are heading. It's absolutely beautiful. Have you carried a lot to get there? Yes. Have you kissed a lot of frogs? Felt like you've done things that you're not very proud of? Probably, right? We all have. But this is something different, okay? The Page of Cups. I do feel like it's going to be a new love coming in Leo season, okay? Or it's because of the opening that you do in Leo season to stop hiding yourself, to stop lying to yourself about who you are and what you're made of, okay? Any advice here, Spirit? Thank you. Keep working on yourself, okay? Keep aligning your chakras. Keep seeing what works for you and what doesn't. Some of you may want to take up some sort of art or art therapy. Again, when the right soul bond comes, it will work. For some of you, maybe it's not for all of you, very small percentage. Maybe you've been trying to stay sober, but you haven't been dating sober people, and that's not going to work for you, okay? You need someone that's aligned with you, okay? You've been also picking people that either you've had to save or are trying to like save you. That's also not going to work, right? Was it great physically, chemistry-wise? Probably. Was it great for your soul? No. What did they say? Just because it's good for your whole does not mean it's good for your soul, okay? So keep that in mind. 10 of Cups. You've probably been thinking of love in terms of La La Land, fantasy, movies. This is going to be something very different. I do feel like you wished for it, and you're reclaiming that part that was taken away from you by that mother energy, okay? For some of you, that might have been dating someone who had deep mommy issues, okay? I feel like, again, you've been waiting for someone that's loving. Just because it's good for your whole doesn't mean it's good for your soul. Person, place, or thing, okay? Male or female, doesn't matter. This is just energy. And you can't outthink the emotionally unavailable man or woman, okay? That has been what's been tearing you down again and again. But it's because it's been tapping into that frequency, okay? That frequency of chaos and like the shock to your nervous system is what you've been looking for. But what you really want is stability, okay? And the stability only comes by ending the toxicity in the past, okay? You wished for this to start up, and it's time for you to do that. Time for you to take the big, scary leap of faith away from what you have been approaching as being unlovable. It might be a little bit of a journey, but I promise you it's going to be worth it, okay? Let's get a few timestamps before we move into money, and then we'll go to tarot, which looks pretty promising, okay? Aries, again, 4 to 6 weeks is probably about what it's going to take for you to start feeling like you can like actually stand again, okay? Like you can do the hard things. You do have angels walking with you, angel number 333. When you're seeing 333, they're reminding you that you are moving to where you're meant to be, okay? Some of you, this could have started in the spring. Others of you are going to find that your growth of being vulnerable is like really being impacted, I feel like, by like, I want to say spring signs, but I'm really feeling like they're talking about earth and water signs specifically. Okay. And third trimester in reverse. If you are pregnant, you might be going on to bed rest. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not advising you. If you thought you were going to have children with this person, you might not be. If you just lost a child recently, this is their chance to tell you that their soul is still connected to you. There's parts of them still floating around inside of you. And it maybe wasn't the right time. And they are going to be coming back to you in a different way. Okay? So I hope that that helps you. For money, we've got the loving man. How incredible is it that we had in love, Queen of Cups, and in money, we're getting the King of Cups. So I do feel like whatever path you're heading down, as challenging as it has been, is opening you up to the love that you've been seeking. Male or female, does not matter. Okay? So Spirit, tell me here about the loving man. Okay, thank you. The Hermit. Could be Virgo energy or Virgo season is bringing in this wish, but it's crossed by the devil. So I feel like whatever's coming to you, our heart holds love and abundance. Whatever's coming to you, you felt trapped. You've been wishing to get out of it, getting out of the job, getting out of the partnership, right? And this is what you're calling in, is this happy, loving path, okay? 6 of Wands. It all feels like dreams to have this success that you're looking for, but everything you're planting right now is going to show up. Someone here may be trying to make ends meet, doing some sort of a delivery job. They are showing me wheels. And I don't think that that's going to be something that you have to do for very long, okay? Yeah, the moon. I do feel like this last moon was really powerful, and you really spoke to it, to what you wanted to release and what you would like to come in, okay? And I think that Cancer season has been kind of a drag for you monetarily, okay? You may have felt like you had more bills coming in than money going out. And that's where this wish is coming from, okay? Hi. Again, King of Cups, twice. I feel like you're like, but what about? What about me? There's a sense of lack. And Spirit's like, listen, it's coming from ego. It's not coming from your heart. You really have to get out of this negative mindset. Allow things to come slowly. Take care of yourself. Slow food. Cook food more often, right? Allow the seasons to pass. 7 of Wands. Protect your energy. Some of you need to get in and see the dentist. Okay, again, not a dentist, so I can't even talk to you about that, but you got a lot of plaque building up between your teeth. Maybe you need a water pick. Get a cheap water pick off of some online store or something, but you need to get your teeth cleaned. Okay, it's important. You may have the beginnings of a couple of cavities or one tooth that's starting to crack. You need to take care of it. Maybe getting the, they're showing me like the Japanese style toothpaste, okay? 10 of Pentacles. Again, yes, there is this energy where once you overcome this, it's like the bountiful energy starts showing up. The more you work on your health, the more you work on your mindset, the more you clear out the ego and let the heart space open, then the more that abundance starts to pull in, okay? feeling like there's a couple of months here where, yeah, there's some struggles. I feel like there's going to be 1 month here. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's going to be 1 month here that a big chunk of money goes out, and this might be towards a child, but I feel like you recoup that. And they're showing me like the end of the year, like you're getting this rose. So it's like getting this like real great benefit, like this real bonus or something at the end of the year, this gift for everything that you've done from the universe. Again, 6 of Cups here. Soul bond energy coming forward, person, place, or thing. For some of you, it is divine love, okay? For others of you, it could be walking away from a past job that wasn't working because you get a really great offer. But you have to remember, you don't get the great offers if you don't put yourself out there while you still have a job, okay? Knight of Swords. Some of you are stuck because you're fantasizing about moving forward. You could have been trying to recover ever since you went through something really dramatic. I mean, it could have been the pandemic. It could have been like a big storm, like they're showing me a hurricane. Could have been a fire. There's something that really put a damper on you. And so you went into a space of imagining what could be instead of what can be. The readings, if you go to my Mindset Unicorn link tree, you can get anything from a 1-question reading for $22 and up, okay? But you are kind of in a fantasy land because you've been hurt, because you've been struggling, because you felt like you have no community. And you're getting a lot of downloads from the universe, but you're so tired that you're like, F this all. I'm not doing it. Okay? 8 of Cups. The only way to this is through this. Okay? 8 of Wands on the bottom. And Death. Spirit says the only one that can change the contract is you. 10 of Swords. Are you going to do the healing, or are you going to block yourself off? Okay? Because that is a choice. Anything else here, Spirit? Again, I feel like there may be a friend that has some sort of information to help you get ahead, okay? And this friend may even be the one that leads you to the path, that leads you to love or money or both. Yeah, there's the Lovers again. Okay, there is a divine connection here, but it can't come from the ethers into your real life until you clear out the ego. And this is where you're struggling, okay? The Moon. You feel like you're drowning. You feel like you're trapped, but you're trapped in your ego, okay? That's where you're trapped. And when you get out of that, the path is clear, okay? But you have to quit denying that you are in your head and not in your heart. Okay? As soon as you take down a little bit of this, things start to appear. You don't have to do all the work right now. Just get started, okay? Just let a little bit of this go. You might still be stuck to some other things, but that one lesson will open things up, okay? It might be dealing with some grief. It might be time to deal with that past grief that you have been letting block you, okay? It might be time to take the time to heal. The Spirit's saying, yes, you can heal. Especially, like I'm getting here, someone may have had some sort of energy field disruption on your left side. That's also feminine energy. That can heal. Okay, 100% that can heal, but not while you're spending all of your time worrying about it instead of taking the downloads that are being sent to you. Spirit keeps sending you knowledge, okay? And you are just stuck in your heart in pain instead of in abundance, okay? Anything else before we move on to the tarot section, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, it's time to break free from this. Be the rebel. Be the generational curse breaker, okay, for your family. You've been taught the only way is sorrow, right? Guess what? Bullshit. The abundance is in you, but you have to take that leap forward to what? Healing. And the healing starts that ego bullshit of the ego. You've got to get out of that. Okay? And how do you do it? One baby step at a time. Okay? Dark night of the soul isn't just once. Okay? I know we all wish it was, but it's not. All right? So I hope that helped you. Tarot, the vast universe. You're arriving to a pivotal point of your life, okay? This is one of those moments where it's like Spirit says, you've been doing everything, and now you're going to be at the crossroads where, boom, something slams into you, opens you up, awakens you, okay? Tell me about this awakening, Spirit. The Emperor and the Son of Pentacles. I do feel like they're calling this the mighty oak. Okay, the mighty oak is coming to your life. Male or female, I do not know, but it's new, and for some of you it is work related, but it's new, but it's coming slow. Okay, but is it going to grow? Absolutely. Tell me here about the Emperor, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, crossed by the King of Swords. Again, what's been blocking you from moving forward has been this wisdom that I'm not going to get anywhere. Okay, but you've got this 10 of Cups waiting for you. Again, it's all coming from your heart. Spirit's repeating messages, which means it's really important for you. Yeah. Leo season is about finally unraveling these cords, cutting cords, doing cord cutting ceremonies, healing, letting yourself grieve so that you can be happy again. Okay? For a few of you, Leo season might bring that big pain that kind of puts you in the in-between phase of life. Son of Pentacles, thank you. Five of Pentacles and Strength. But when you leave something behind, door closes, door opens, strong energy coming forward, okay? This is changing your neural pathways. This is opening you up to love. And Mother of Wands, if you have been wanting to have children, this may be where that path starts, okay? Or again, you want to build a nest egg. This could be where this path starts. But it's love that you're manifesting. It's healing that you're manifesting. Thank you, Spirit. And again, it's the Lovers, it's divine love that is coming to you. This could be something that, again, shows up really quickly and then becomes a little more lamb-like, and you're like, what the hell just happened here? That's giving you time to work on your attachment issues that are showing up. Okay, tell me more about the Three of Swords. Thank you. Eight of Cups in reverse, crossing the High Priestess. Okay, some of you know you haven't dealt with this or left something behind here. Okay, Queen of Swords. You're like, I know, I haven't dealt with this grief. I haven't moved forward from this. You're like, you're not telling me anything new here. I know this. But Spirit's saying, right, like, if somebody gave you a big slice of watermelon, but it was just the peel, would you just sit there waiting for the rest of the watermelon to appear to eat it? Or would you be like, well, this is garbage, and throw it away and realize that that wasn't actually watermelon, right? Like, there's this part of you that, like, you're seeing one thing, but you're trying to convince yourself that it's another. Mother of Wands, thank you. Six of Cups. Okay, definite soul bond energy here. Definitely, like, the gift could be coming in a way of opening you up. Okay, Five of Swords. For very few of you, this is somebody overcoming a mental, wellness issue to finally show up for you, vulnerable and open. But for most of the rest of you, it's you overcoming this toxic sort of mentality or this grief, feeling this grief. And then you know exactly where you want to be, okay? Two of Swords. Even though you can't see it, you feel it. And I think that's the part that's important. The Lovers, it's opening up perhaps in the 8-8 portal. Okay, so really clear your energy by then. Now, Spirit saying this is very true. Get your shit right by the 8-8 portal, guys. Okay, that's actually when my next album, Therapy, drops. Okay, Seven of Wands. So you are going to be cautious with moving ahead, but you are going to be ready to move ahead. Just watch your pace, okay? And then allow yourself this movement forward. Okay, you might see a pink hummingbird, or you might see a blue hummingbird, or you'll see a special tree or a bonsai tree that suddenly is your sign that you're on the right path, I feel like. Just stay determined that no matter what comes up emotionally, that you're going to work through this. If you have an animal, if you have a pet, let them be like your therapy cat, your therapy dog, your therapy bird, okay? Let them love you. Because that's the easiest way, right? Our animals can push us forward. Maybe you don't have any pets. Go to the free zoo, the pet store. Look at the cute little birds. Look at the fish, right? They will open you up. Go into a spiritual journey. Put on some shamanic drumming on YouTube and close your eyes for 10 minutes and let the spirit guides come and help you move yourself forward with this determination. because there's a lot of growth that's going to happen from this. Again, I feel like you're getting a lot of spiritual messages. And there we've got the King of Wands. So something is just waiting for you. And you know that, Two of Wands. You've been imagining it, and here it comes in Leo season. Okay? Again, I feel like it's changing a little bit of the legacy of your family tree. Any other timestamps here? Okay, again, Gemini, the Lovers. Could be a friend that's more than a friend, but I feel like one of y'all's definitely the runner, definitely scared of this. Has some major control issues, maybe a little inner child work to do. 11th house. So you've been wishing for this and not believing that it's going to come true, which is a belief, which leaves you stuck at the 12th house going, where's my money and my love? Okay, Pisces energy, Taurus energy. I feel like this divine lover is very balanced, that's reaching for you. Again, a rebirth, Sagittarian energy. They may have something to complete as well. There's more Sagittarius energy coming out, and Scorpio, okay, before they come forward. Anything else here, Spirit? Okay, solar flares. Again, I think that you wished for this portal, and things are going to really be activated once we go through it. There is a lot of friction as we approach this portal in terms of your structure. So don't leave a job until you have a new job, okay? If you are worried about your job going away, start looking for one now, okay? And use your friends, use your alliances to help you unlock all of these codes. Someone, maybe I'm getting, has been thinking about AA or something like that. Do go, okay? Again, this love that's coming is going to be very balanced. Libra energy. But immerse yourself in the healing this month. I feel like that is very important. So let's get some love messages. Okay. Respond versus react. Okay, express from your heart, not from old traumas and old triggers. You're changing your thought patterns. You are going to have some sort of an incoming message, news, game changer, probably before the end of Cancer season. It could be from a friendship. Release your attachment to what you're asking for. Be willing to set it free and open up space for it to arrive. Okay, again, respond versus react. You have distorted views when you're looking at things through self-sabotage, negative ideas. You have to make those change, right? What do you do it with? Inspired thoughts. You have to change your thought processes, okay? And I feel like, again, this Leo season is going to really start this new soul contract for you with the universe. But stay within your own heart and on your own path. Okay, don't make it about someone else. Spirit almost never asks for this deck. So that's interesting. Rising like the phoenix. Okay, this is a completion. You're rising out of some toxic energies. And it might be hard to think that you and this person, place, or thing are going to go in separate directions, but you are, and that's okay. Okay? Spirit wants you to know that that is okay. Again, I do feel like divine timing is at play, but it's taking you down this like really weird path to get there. And it may have felt very challenging, but it's taking you to a new beginning. The eagle. I wrote about the eagle in one of my books, but it shows you exactly where you're going. And I think that that's important for you to remember, okay? Any final messages about career, job, just life in general, Spirit? Okay? Be on time. It matters, okay? It might matter just because, not because of your job. It's like Spirit's showing me, like maybe by getting out the door on time today, like you're going to miss some sort of a car accident or something, okay? So it matters for you right now. Respect the advice that you are given, but also make sure you're being respected and being heard when you're giving advice to others. If you're not, quit being the one that gives them all of the advice, okay? You have enough resources to succeed, and again, you've got some bonuses that are coming your way. It might be a better job with better benefits, better security, more freedom to do more of what you want to. Okay, again, Spirit's like you're rising up, we're raising the bar. Be the best that you can be, and you'll see the results, okay? And I feel like that's exactly what you have been seeking, right? So let's go ahead and close this up with some oracle cards, okay? Once this completes, I've got it set up so anyone that gave gifts will get the full video sent to them, but I will also be putting it on YouTube, okay? Yeah. Again, starting from scratch, root chakra. And that means walking away from things that are gone, things that are, you know, when we give energy over to the universe, it like composts it and like recreates it into something else. Something that you thought was dead and gone is going to come back in a different way, okay? Again, spring energy that came in the love reading. So I do feel like some of you that are dealing with water signs or earth signs, or that's in your chart, heavy, you've had a lot of new growth that's been coming into your life, and it's only going to increase. Stay in your heart chakra, okay? Attune to it. Breathe, breath work, art, create, helps open that center to facilitate that abundance. But you are transforming. I do think you need to remember that we go through a little caterpillar soup before we become the butterfly, and it does take a minute for your wings to dry, okay? Especially those of you that have gone through a big emerging growth out of the caterpillar soup, okay? Yeah, you may be attracting a Taurus energy or just a very strong masculine energy, and this may be the person that's got a little bit of a runner, but what you seek is seeking you. Just know that this person digs in due to ego, not to their heart, and once they get into their heart, then it's really a really special thing, okay? Just don't react to their bullheaded nature, all right? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I really hope to see you guys in the next live. Okay? So I love you guys. And I'm going to say bye.